Hello and welcome. I'm back to show you how to put this together. Remember we opened the paper pumpkin kit and we had all these pieces and I hadn't read the instructions yet. So this is what we got. This card and this card. I was kind of right, sort of. I didn't know that you could put all of the pieces together, but I think that reading the instructions will probably be a whole lot better than trying to guess on what's supposed to happen. So like I said, none of my videos will be edited. Every mistake I make, you will see, and prayerfully, we'll both learn from my mistakes. But I think that they turned out really pretty. The only problem I foresee is this little tiny bow right here. They want you to measure it and cut it, but I think it'd be easy to just tie the bow while it's still on the spool right here, and then cut it once you make your bow. And I guess they think that measuring it and cutting it will save you some twine, but I'd rather save me some time. Because tying it the way they told me to do it, that was a little time consuming and nerve wracking. And I'm glad I wasn't on video while I was trying to tie that thing, because I think y'all would have been cracking up. But anyway, so we're going to make these. And I decided to decorate my envelope. I did this one on the front, and then I put this one on the back since it was so much longer. And the card, this envelope is small. Not necessarily that you're going to mail it since it's so small. This might be something you would give to maybe a co-worker or maybe one of the receptionists at your doctor's office, or, you know, something like that, or the what you call it? The cleaners. You know, the people that work there. You might want to hand deliver these. I mean, you can hand deliver this one too, but I'm just saying if you're going to mail this one, this would look cute right here with your return address right here. And then you might have to write over the butterfly, maybe, or write small. But those are just some suggestions as to what you can do when you have to have cards that need to be hand delivered. Because you know, when you make cards that are different size, like this one, that sometimes the post office charges you more because of the size, not the weight, the size, the shape of it. And so you want to be careful about that as well. Also, when you're putting on extra things, like how this one has the glitter in here, the glitter paper in here, and the white in the back, on the back right there, because that makes it look a little neater. Sometimes as we embellish the front of cards, we raise it up and we have to use a different type of envelope. So you want to be careful with that too when you're going to be mailing them. If you're hand delivering them, then it's fine. You can do whatever you like because it doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to get started on these cards. Don't forget that celebration is going on, and that is a campaign where you're able to get some products for free. For every $50 order you spend, you get a product for free. And you know what? I'm going to show you that in the next video. I'm going to do a video right after this one and show you that as well. So let's get started with this. Try to separate these pieces over here. Let's do it like this. Okay, so we're going to work on this one first. We'll do the envelope last. Okay, to put this one together, now that I've read the instructions, I know how to do it. At least I think I do. We shall see. Put the instructions here just in case I missed something. Okay, now we're going to fold this closed. Give it a nice crease. And I should have a bone folder here somewhere. I have a bone folder that I got with something else. And I'm going to use that one. But Stampin' Up! Does have one. I just haven't ordered it yet. And see how nice that lays down? Let me show you the difference. Let's do this one. Oh, this way. See how that still sticks up? Look how that flat that one lays. That's what makes the difference in the card. So, and that looks nicer too. But we'll do that when we get to it. All right, so now what we need to do now is put the glitter inside first. Let's move this up a little bit. We're going to get to do some stamping. All right, so you need to put some adhesive on here. You're going to use these sticky strips. And believe it or not, I'm allergic to adhesive. I did not know that. I went to a crop and I was using wet glue. And my fingers started burning because the glue was dry. And I had to take the glue off and wash my hands. And I mean, my fingers, my tips of my fingers were really burning. And I guess I forgot, because I know that I'm allergic to adhesive, but I thought that it was just surgical tape, not regular adhesive, because that's something that's new. And because I don't know about you, but I can't use glue without getting it on my hands at some point. And let's pull this up. So I have to be careful when I'm using adhesive not to leave it on my hands too long. And this is probably going to sound gross, but I'm going to tell it to you anyway. How I found out that I was allergic to adhesive is that I had surgery, and you know they use surgical tape, and when it was time to change the dressing, when they took the tape off, it had melted my skin, and my skin came off with it. So now I got another issue that I have to recover from. But that's how I found out, and so now I know. And I try to use like snail or the fast fuse so that I don't have to worry about it, because when you're crafting, you don't think about those things. You're just trying to get it done. And so, I think about it when my fingers start burning though. Okay, so put this on first, and then we're going to put this on. And like how I put this on the outside right here, it doesn't really matter because it's going to stick to this. As a matter of fact, I'll just put a piece right here. So, I have to make sure I'm careful about the adhesive. I'd rather use wet glue, because when you use wet glue, it gives you wiggle room, gives you time to say, oh no, that's not where I want it. Or maybe it's crooked or something, and you want to straighten it out. If you use any other type of glue that's not wet, then once you put it down, if you do this, once you rub it, game's over. Okay, so now we want to do our stamping. And I'm gonna show you the Stamparatus again. And you can use the Stamparatus, for any type of stamping. You don't have to use it just for 2-step, 3-step, or 4-step stamping. You don't have to do that. I mean, you can, but it's up to you. Okay. And I think, let's see. This first one was a thank you. You know what? I think I'll do another thank you, because we always have to say thank you for something. We need a lot of thank you cards, so I'll do another thank you. And remember, when you're using the Stamparatus, when you're placing your stamp, position it where the words itself, where you're going to put the ink, that part's down. Okay? And I think that's where I like it. And I'll use a magnet to keep this paper in place. Because once we close this, press down, pick it back up. See, it lifted that, and without the magnet, it would have picked it up completely. And remember, use the hinge system so that you can keep up with your top for your ink. Also, I recommend too that the ink set, the stamp set that you're using, we can use it to, this is a different one, but we'll use this one. We can use it to put under here so that when you press the ink on, see, look, it's nice and flat. And it wasn't like that before. Let me show you. I don't know if you pay attention to it or not, but see how that's laying flat, and when you press on it, let's do it again. I have a lot of ink on here. See how that's moving? Right here, look right there. See that? So you want to put something under here. There we go, like that. Okay. Now let's stamp it. Press a little bit. And oops, let's do this Y. There we go. And that is the greatest thing about this Stamparatus. You see that? It didn't have enough ink on the Y. Just bring it back over, press on it a little bit more, and then there you have it. You don't have to worry about trying to use the stamp in the block. And let me show you. And it's trying to figure out how you're going to get that in the right place so that it doesn't double stamp or anything like that. And this Stamparatus is going to be a game changer for all of us. Okay, so now we have this done, and we have to do a butterfly. Okay, let's take this off. I mean, if you were doing like 10 cards for Have a Great Day, then I just said I was going to do thank you. Well, we're going to do Have a Great Day now because I already stamped it. But you don't have to take that off. Because this comes out, you can turn it over. Let's wipe this ink off first. Okay, turn it over, and then bring in the butterfly. Okay, and my butterfly is right here. Okay. Now look at this one, might be a little bit tricky trying to, well, we're gonna do this. This goes here. And we're going to see how this is going to work. And you know, I'm going to tell you what's probably would have been a better idea. Let's try the better idea. Hold on a second. This is the better idea. Instead of punching it out first, let's put this up here, put this down here, and put this over here. Because that way, we can get the butterfly in the right place, hopefully. I have vision problems, so specifically with depth perception. So sometimes things look like they're where they should be and they're not. But I don't let that stop me. Just try to work around it. That's all. And that's how we have to do with life in general. We can't, that doesn't look right. It looks too high. Hold on. See? I'll put it on here. And this is what you want to try to avoid. Having to do this to try to figure out where to put it. The Stamparatus is much better for that. There we go. So, we'll leaving the butterfly on here, or whatever punch out that you have, it's better for the Stamparatus to leave it in place and then stamp it, because you need to be able to put the magnet down to hold the image down. Okay, so we got our butterfly stamped. Okay, let's take this off of here because I'll be looking for it later. Include these here. Okay, so now let's move this over. Okay, now we're going to put some sticky on this. And you can put this anywhere. It doesn't have to be where they put it. It could be wherever you want it. Oh, gotta put the ribbon on first. Hold on. Okay. Now, when you want to measure your ribbon and your twine, again, you can use, you can use the Stamparatus because it has a ruler on it. Let's take this out. Let's put it right here so we can keep up with it. But see the ruler right here? The one's this side, that's 7 inches, and this one is 7 inches as well. And I'm going to use this. Let's measure this. Of course, they gave you the measurements in there, but I just want to show you that how the ruler works. So it's about 3.5. Okay. So we do 3.5. And you don't have to put this on there either. I mean, it's up to you how you do. Once you get it home, it's yours. You can do what you want, how you want. I take things that I see as an example or inspiration. You know, I don't necessarily have to do it the way it's done on here. Also, yeah, I'm going to tie this on here. Make my bow. I didn't like the way they did it because the piece of twine that they cut off, it was too short to me. Trying to make a bow out of it. So, oops. Hold on. Let's start over. Of course, this is going to look hard on here too now just because I'm telling you it was hard the other way. But it's okay. Like I said, whatever mistakes I make, you know not to do that. That's how that's going to go. I don't mind you seeing me make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But in crafting, mistakes can be fixed. There we go. Seems like the longer I look at this, the less out of focus it becomes. All right, let's try to hurry up. If that's the case, we need to hurry up and make this bow. Okay. Now we're going to make it short, make the bow shorter. See, I think that was easier. Took a minute to get it, but I still think it was easier than the other way. Because it took a little while. Now snips. There we go. Okay, now we're ready. I'm going to put this right here, the ribbon right here, and then we're going to put this on top of it. And you can always do this on here, because I'm not used to using it yet, so that's why I'm not using it. But you can use it on here, use your grid lines to make sure that everything is straight. And then we're going to put adhesive on there. Now, turn it over. Now, I don't like, see how this is sticking out right here? I don't like that. So I'm going to cut that off. Okay. And then this corner too. My eyes can't see straight, but I can see when something's not right. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's cut this off. My scissors are all sticky because I just cut the adhesive. Okay, now this is gonna fray. There we go. All right. So I take the backing off. There we go. That's pretty neat. And a glue dot for the butterfly. And what I did was I bent it, put my finger in the middle, bent this in this way. Okay, turn it around, finger in the middle, and bend this in this way so that the butterfly's wings pop up. So, and this will go, it could go right here, it could go over here. I'm gonna do it right here. There we go. See? I think that's cute. We should have put an exclamation point on that, I think. If I find one in one of my other sets, I'm going to put it there. Or I can, when I get the markers, I can use the Berry Burst marker and just draw the exclamation point on there because it'll be the same color. I think I'm going to have to do that. That'll be in my next order. Oh, we're going to put the bow on. Let's put it, let's see. Let's turn it around. I'm going to put it right here. I want to put it right here. I guess I'll put it over here. Take the top off. And press down. There we go. See? That's cute. All right. Now we do the next one. Since I got the Stamparatus already open, we're going to do the stamping first for that one. And I guess I'll make that card the thank you card. All right. Gotta put this back because we're using photopolymer. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna put this back in here. Also, when you're doing multiple stamping of an image, you can make a template. Use the Big Shot and the Thinlits or a punch out your shape like we punched out the butterfly in this paper, and we use the punch or the Thinlits to cut out the images. We will make this template first, then the punches that we punched out like this butterfly, we'll stick it in here and keep punching, keep stamping till we get them all stamped. So I'm going to try that with this one. I think this is backwards. Let's see. Maybe this one? They should. I'm guessing they would be the same thing, but it doesn't seem like it. Let's see if I can keep that in there. Okay. Let's move this over in the corner. Okay. There we go. All right, now let's put the butterfly on. You can do both, you know. And let's get thank you. So I can put the right thing on here this time. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to put it on the end, closest to the tail, so that, because we're going to cut that off. Or, no, I'm going to cut off the other end. Let's put this right here. There. Okay. All right. Now, let's ink it up. Ink it up. Let's put this down flat. There we go. Okay, so now make sure this is in the right place. There we go. Okay, stamp here, stamp here, stamp the butterfly again. There we go. Okay, now all done with that. Let's pull this one out. Yeah, I think this would be better to stamp it in here than to pull it out and stamp it. That one's a little close to the top, but it's okay. Take this off. I'm gonna wipe. Make sure you wipe your stamps off, because while you're, I don't know about you, but I know me. Something will happen, and my arm will get in there, my hand or something. I have ink everywhere. All right, so let's move this out the way now. Okay. Get rid of some of this trash. Okay. So now we're going to work on this card. Oh. Let's fold this down. Make it nice and smooth. Okay. There we go. All right. So now we need the sticky strips. And we're going to do the same thing we did to the other one. Put one in each corner, or each side rather. And the reason I wanted to show you that everything that you need to make whatever project is in your paper pumpkin kit, everything that you need is in there. There are extra things that you could get to make life a little bit better, a little bit easier, or a little bit prettier, glitzier. Can never have too much glitter. Let's take this off. Okay. One more. And I'm doing it this way because I want you to see. It doesn't have to be straight. Because sometimes, you know, we say, oh, well, I can't do that because my eyesight's not good, or whatever you might be saying. Or maybe you might be a little bit shaky or whatever. You can still do it. It'll still work. We just have to learn how to work with what we have. That's all. Oh, you know what? It doesn't go first. Yes, it does. Hold on. It's an extra piece first. This goes first. Okay. There we go. Now, see? It's better to go with the instructions than by memory. But if you put all the pieces together, just like a guy, you know, when guys put stuff together for some reason, they have screws left over. I don't know how that happens. But with this, if we need to put this a little bit closer since that one's short. if we miss a step, it's okay. It's supposed to be fun, not a job. Okay. Take this off. And this one. Press down. Lift this up. Press that corner down. And we need one more. One more. There we go. Sometimes the hardest thing is getting the backing off. Let me put this on. This is really sticky. There we go. And we put our white piece on to cover all this ugliness up. Look. Doesn't that look much better? Okay. Take these off. And need some more sticky. They give you a lot. Let's see. This doesn't feel like it's perforated enough. Oh, I pulled too much off of there. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I did. Okay. I'll put this down here. Okay. I pulled the whole thing up. The clear plastic backing. Pulled it all up. Let's see if I can. Let's start down here. Let's try this way. I don't know my own strength. See? Look, I pulled the whole thing up. The whole plastic piece right here. It's supposed to be a piece like that. I'm stronger than I think. Anyway, let's put this down here and get this done. Because I'm quite sure you have things to do. Okay. There we go.